this the cold shit about it is, I called Snoop. I said, Snoop. I said, because I was, at that time, I was single. The girl I was with, I had just broke up with her. And so I had my house, you know, I had a house to myself. Like, shit, nigga, I'm a bachelor, nigga. What's up, Snoop? Come over.
Right.
You know, I'm just over here watching the fight. I'm gonna invite a gang of people over. We're gonna barbecue. He was like, fuck that shit. I'm going to Vegas with Tupac and them. They going out to Vegas for the fight. So I was like, damn, nigga, you don't never kick it with me. Shit, nigga, you know, moving around. So a couple hours went by in the house, just getting everything ready. Went to the store, started getting stuff ready. I heard a horn, bang, 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 honking in front of my house. So I looked out the house, excuse me, y'all. I looked out the house and Snoop was outside in a white motherfucking Rolls Royce with the peanut butter inside. It was clean with the top down. I was like, nigga, that's your shit? He was like, yeah, nigga, that's my shit. And he pulled up. He surprised me.
I said peanut butter interior in a rhyme. I just wanted to invite your shit.
He straight surprised me. And so he came and hung with me, hung out. He let me drive that motherfucker. I was like, damn. Even though I had a 600, but he let me drive that Bentley. It wasn't a Bentley, it was a Rolls Royce. He let me drive that motherfucker, and we just having a good time, barbecuing, having fun. And the fight was coming on. He came to fuck with me for the fight instead of going to Vegas.
So he never went to Vegas.
He never went to Vegas. He didn't go off top. So we watched the fight. We doing everything, watching the fight, having a good time. We was hanging out, you know, some females and shit around. They was hanging out, everybody chilling and just having a good time, you know. Just he got just like a gang of homies, gang of homegirls, and then it's like. Then he had the next tail back there. Remember the motherfucker?
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of next tail he had, but he had the motherfucker could go that whatever it was hitting him all the way from what was going on from Vegas. So they was like, we could hear the shit, and then he started getting calls and shit, and they was telling him that Tupac got shot and da. So Snoop, I kicked everybody out. Get the fuck out of here, everybody. Get out of here. And then he took off. That's when he went to Vegas to go see him, to get out there to see what was going on. And that's when he went out there when he went to the hospital. But if I wouldn't have talked to him and got him to come over to my house, he probably would have been right there in the car with them. Yeah, and been shot too as well. You know, but...
You going to Vegas for the Tyson fight? What's up, man? You all right? You good?
What it do, YouTube? It's Coffee. Tapping back in, man, and quite the story there from Warren G. Gotta get over to that episode ASAP of Drink Champs, man. Comment where you rate Drink Champs on all the hip-hop podcasts and everything out there. I recently saw a clip. Shout out to this channel, the Ninoverse, man. He really been turning up with the content, breaking down all the flunkery and drama going on over there at No Jumper. It's just on a whole nother level over the past couple weeks or so, man. Like, No Jumper really extra'd out with the tomfoolery like no other era of that podcasting platform, and they've had all kinds of bullish go down over there. That's a fact, and that's another story. We gonna get more into the No Jumper flunkery, but Van Lathan brought up Drink Champs and Nore to ADAM22, and you know, Adam really could have, Ninoverse did a great job deciphering this in his video, that like Adam really couldn't comprehend what Van Lathan was talking about, how Drink Champs commemorates individuals' careers and their time in hip hop and all the legendary ish they've done and things like that without getting super messy. And Adam's just kind of like, yo, I'm not getting it, Van. What are you saying? You know what I mean? Comment if y'all feel me on that. If you guys seen the Ninoverse dude's video, I'll pin it below. But not that he really needs a look from me or nothing, or from anyone. His platform is growing, tremendously. So again, great video that guy's done. Let me know what you think about Drink Champs and all that. When it comes to this podcast ish, that's like the first thing with the blogosphere with hip hop and stuff that I really started tapping into was Drink Champs. But y'all heard what Warren G was saying there. He more or less, in an indirect way, feels like he may have saved Snoop Dogg's life, right? And going back to then, we know that there was some tension between Snoop and Tupac, the whole Biggie thing, that plane ride where things got extra awkward. And of course, we've heard all the stories about Snoop grabbing a butter knife or a fork or whatever it was on that plane, really thinking like something could have happened, while they were in midair, man. That's got to be a terrible feeling, man. Pro wrestling fans, I'm sure y'all heard about the plane ride from hell. That was different. That was just motherfuckers being a fool, drinking, wilding, tussling, just acting silly while in midair. But this situation was like some real beef and tension going on. And I'm sure y'all seen in the movies and documentaries and different things, that came out. Pac kind of gave Snoop the cold shoulder. So I wonder if that played a part into Snoop Dogg going out there and chilling with Warren G during the fight and everything. As Warren G was saying, Snoop had hit him like, yo, he's ready to go to the fight. And he would have been there when all that mess jumped off. And, those unfortunate events happened where Tupac lost his life. Once again, R.I.P. to the legend. But it's just kind of crazy hearing that story from Warren G, that Snoop was still planning on pulling up and attending the Tyson fight and everything with the other individuals from Death Row. And for those, who been having cell phones, as, it might be hard for some people to fathom depending on how old you are, what era you came up in. But these cell phones was damn near non-existent at one point. And if you had one, that was a big deal. But I'm trying to figure out what type of technology Warren G was talking about that Snoop had. Like, it damn near sounded like he was describing, you guys remember, I want to say 2005, 2006, somewhere in that time frame, the whole boost, boop, where you at, the whole walkie-talkie thing. Why did that never really take off? Comment, anyone, if you were fucking. I think they called that the chirp feature. Comment and let me know if you was chirping motherfuckers back then. Remember T.I. even had on that what you know about that when I chirp, shorty chirp back. And you would see the commercials all the time. They even ran a campaign with some rapper. Like, I remember there's one with Ludacris, The Game, and someone else rapping. They were trying to push that chirp feature higher, but IRL, I personally didn't see too many people using it when I was out moving around, but I do remember hearing one of my neighbors from time to time chirping when I'd be chilling on the porch or whatever. But I don't know, that feature just kind of seemed to come and go. But that's wild that he's talking about all the way back, in that era. Snoop Dogg has some kind of chirp or something, live feed, like I don't know, you think he just had a damn walkie-talkie? Nah, that range is too far for him to have the walkie-talkie or something like that will reach there. Like, I was about to say, you think he had just a walkie-talkie that was fancy and Warren G thought it was some kind of cell phone or something? I don't know. It sounded like Snoop had some really next level technology. I remember hearing something about satellite phones. You know what I mean? You ever seen those where you have like a briefcase with a mini satellite dish that would pop out and, motherfuckers is tapping in with cats in another hemisphere doing $1 million business deals or something like that. I don't know if that's what he was talking about. But nonetheless, Warren G says that he had Snoop come rock with him and fuck with him. And, he avoided being in that terrible, tragic situation that just changed the course of the world and hip hop forever. So comment. Let me know what you think about everything we touched on. The Van Lathan ish with No Jumper, Drink Champs compared to No Jumper, the Tupac Snoop beef, which, you know, from my understanding, everything I've heard, there was that tension and they never got to iron out their differences. And, you know, like Tupac passed away with Snoop and him not being on good terms. I wonder if that played a big part as well, like I was saying, into Snoop going and fucking with Warren G on the barbecue tip and taking in the fight that way than going out there, you know, to Vegas with Death Row. Again, you've seen a clip in the movie. We don't know how accurate all the different individuals who have tried to tell this story are. You know, there's been so many incarnations, again, from the movies to the documentaries or whatever. But, you know, there was a specific scene where Snoop asked him about the fight and Pac just kind of like brushed him off, you know. So thanks for tapping in with me, going back in time and, you know, speaking on this old situation with all these hip hop living legends. Look forward to talking with y'all in the comments. If you're new, make sure to sub up and coffee talk it up with me. That's what we do over here. We coffee talk it up on music, news, sports, and more. R.I.P. Pac. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.